Thank you, Peter Mayer and Faith Rivera. Okay, well, the spiritual teacher Muji wrote, if a room has been kept in darkness for 1,000 years, when the window opens, does it take 1,000 years for the darkness to leave? Likewise, in an instant, the light of truth expels the darkness of ignorance. In our world today, with its increasing expressions of ignorance, for some of us it may seem that the world is getting darker and darker, with more and more conflicts and anger and hatred, and so many verbal threats and actual threats against one another. Today we seem to see ourselves and express ourselves as far more separate from each other. And threats of every nature appear to come from both expected and unexpected places. For example, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc is about a mile from my house. And I initially heard what happened last Sunday just as I was getting ready to leave LEC to go home. And it was hard to believe, and it didn't feel real. And even when I got home, and I could see the helicopters, and I could hear the sirens, and I could smell the smoke, it didn't feel real. It felt more like a bad dream from which it was possible to awaken. It was difficult to accept that such violence and tragedy could occur in such a quiet, peaceful community like Grand Blanc. It's important for us to remind ourselves that our safety isn't a geographical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual truth that lives in us. In the way of the heart, we read, you are indeed sent forth as Christ, with the Christ within us, with the divine within us, with spirit within us, with our soul within us, who holds all power to extend the treasure of truth. Now, as you know, or you may know, much of the news focused on the fact that such a horrendous thing had occurred in a house of worship, as if to suggest somehow that such an occurrence in some other place would be more tolerable, or that violence was more appropriate somewhere else. It was even suggested that the incident might make people afraid to go to church or attend other houses of worship. After all, if you're not safe in the house of God, you're not safe anywhere. But it's essential for us to know that the house of God is infinite and everywhere. For us to keep in mind that there's no place anywhere on earth or anywhere in space where God is not, because God is all there is to all that is. The pure, positive energy of love that created this world and creates worlds upon worlds forever is within all of it. It's the living essence of existence within every particle. That's why I chose Holy Now for our song this month, because the lyrics so beautifully speak of the holiness of all of God's creation and the appropriateness for us to walk with a reverent air as we walk in this world. The treasure of truth is that wherever we are is holy ground, because everything in its essence is holy, including all of us. We're safe because we live in God and God lives in us. Our safety doesn't depend on where we are, but on knowing who we are wherever we are. And the way of the heart we read, we are of one substance, one light, and one truth. Here alone does reality reside. Here alone is reality remembered. Here alone love reigns supreme. Here alone is where you are. It's imperative for us to be aware that the God of love can't be exclusively possessed by religion of any kind, or isolated to any one place, or that the supreme reign of love can't be excluded from any place, anywhere, whether or not there's a building there. The love that is God is in wide open spaces and in the smallest, tiniest places. Wherever there is love, and love is everywhere, that spot is a place of worship. It's a place of grace. It's a place of praise. It's a place of both reverence and celebration. Abraham Hicks tells us there is no source of evil. There is only light. Darkness is just the absence of light. Now, last month our goal was for us to become more and more aware that if we want peace on earth, praying for it and meditating on it one day a year isn't going to do it. That if we want peace on earth, each of us must be the presence of peace on earth. And the same is true if we want love on earth. Praying for it without being the presence of it isn't going to do it. If we allow what happens in the world to cause us to mentally and physically descend into the darkness of the absence of love, if we jump into the fray, in our mind, in our conversations, in our actions, we proclaim the absence of love. And no matter how outraged we feel we must be, we add to the darkness. It's written in the book of Matthew that Jesus said, "If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness?" Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Things That Go Bump in the Night, which comes from a Scottish children's prayer that goes like this: from ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggedy beasties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord, deliver us. So here we are on the first Sunday in October, and it's a month that includes Halloween, and Halloween includes a whole lot of scary stuff. Spooky figures that are scarier in the darkness of night. Ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggedy beasties, and witches and zombies and skeletons and vampires and cobwebs and haunted houses and graveyards. Halloween's a time when we poke fun at our fears. And we like to do that because the rest of the year, to us, our fears aren't that funny. This world of contrast offers us so many scary tricks, along with so many happy treats. What's in our bag is determined by our focus. We get what we focus on. And sometimes, without thinking about it, we get all wrapped up in the negative happenings in this world. We focus on what we don't want in an attempt to make it stay away from us, or make it go away if it's already come our way. We pray in the darkness of fear, "Good Lord, deliver us from what we're focused on." The Swami Vivekananda said, "All the powers of the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry in the dark." As we talk about every Sunday, and truly we need to keep talking about it every day until it feels real to us, we live in a vibrational universe, and we are each a powerful vibrational being. Every one of us. It's kind of difficult for us to get that because we're so good at translating vibration into forms and images, like our body. Pretty good trick, huh? We're a translation station. We translate vibrations into the physical things our senses recognize as what we see and hear and smell and taste and touch. But it's all an individual vibrational interpretation. That's why we all don't like the same colors or sounds or smells or the way something tastes or the way it feels when we touch it. And we think what we like is best, and everyone should, but we don't interpret it the same way. Now, as we know, or at least we talk about knowing, there's a powerful law, the law of attraction. It's the most powerful law in all the universe that manages everything vibrationally. And it responds to our vibrational output all day, every day. And we get back what we're putting out. Nothing more and nothing less. No questions asked. Everything is acceptable in this human environment, but not everything's fun. While we're in this human environment, we get to sift and sort through the contrast and decide what we want. That's the purpose of contrast, the only purpose of contrast. And through our focus on what we want, we activate the vibration of it within us. And we know we're doing that because it feels good. And we attract it to us. Vibration matching vibration. You know, the saying, the good you're looking for is looking for you. But here's the thing. We're so good at our observations of this world. We see it all. We want to hear about it all. That we often see unwanted things. And when we see them and we're focused upon them, we activate the vibration of them in us. We attract what we don't want, not with our words, but with the vibration caused by our focus. As we've been talking about, in this universe that is based on attraction, there's no such thing as no. When we shout no at the unwanted we're looking at, when we fight against the unwanted, we've activated the vibration of that in us. And the unwanted must be the answer that comes back to us. Vibration matching vibration. Unless we choose to focus on the light within us and let it shine from within us so that we can see what we want even in the dark, we may inadvertently and unexpectedly bump into unwanted things without realizing that there's a clearer path for us to take. We can't extinguish darkness, but it disappears when we allow the light within us to shine in our mind. In the book of Matthew, we read, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If therefore your eye is clear, your whole body is also lighted. So that if your whole body is full of light with no part of it in darkness, you will be radiant as though a lamp were shining on you." Namaste. All right. Well, thanks again. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. We so love you, feel your love. This is such a beautiful... Did you know that if you've been to our website, you know that it says, and it probably does on Facebook too, that we're a love-based community. I just love that, because we are. And we support each other in all our ways, and it's a beautiful thing. And we support each other by being here and showing up and being together. We support each other by watching live stream and being a part of the aliveness of a Sunday morning. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And all of us support each other financially because we want to do this. We want to do it together. We want to be together. We want to expand and grow together and meet new friends to share this with and to share our love with. We want to grow for that reason. And we want the message of love to shine from us into all the world. And in order for us to do that in this form that we call the Life Enrichment Center, it requires financial support, and I know everyone here does just that. And I know many of you who are watching do just that. So thank you, and thank you. And if by chance you found us by chance this morning, and you liked what you heard and you want to hear more, and you'd like to contribute so that you can, and you're wondering how to do that, oh, we've got ways. Lots of ways. And to tell you how to do that is our treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, another great talk.
Thank you.
Let in the light. If you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center, there's several ways you can do it online. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. You can do it via our website, lecflint.com. You can do it via PayPal, and our PayPal email address is lec2512@gmail.com. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way, send in a check to Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we'll be doing an offertory while we listen to the beautiful voice of Marcia Allen singing in this very room, and followed by a gratitude prayer from Reverend Stephanie. Thank you.